A very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight channel. I am Andrew Bleckman. Stu will not be here today. Pre-playing day off for Stu. So I'll be taking you through all 8 games to be played in this Pelota performance for today. Each of today's games will offer Win Play Show, Quinella Exacta, and Trifecta Wagering. So I have a couple of pick threes. We have an early pick 3 that begins in game number 2. Pick the winners of games 2, 3, and 4 to cash in on that early pick 3. The late pick 3 begins in game 6. Encompasses games 6 through 8. The Mighty Ocho jackpot with its $5,000 guarantee. Minimum guarantee at $5,000. You pick the winners of all 8 games and have the only ticket that does so in today's performance. You also have the high-paying High 5 jackpot. High 5 is a pick 5 wager. Pick the winners of games 3 through 7. Again, if you do so correctly. And have the only ticket that does so. That is how you will cash in on the minimum $2,000. That's guaranteed in each and every performance with that High 5. So the daily double that begins before the start of game number 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. However, as you know, placing a bet is not necessary in order for you to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We do have a couple scratches. You'll see up there, number 23, Ikeda, is scratched, dealing with that wrist injury suffered a couple of days ago, I hear. And Jed also scratched in today's performance. Plus, we do have a printer's error that we will get to in game number 7. Let's begin with that scratch as it affects today's performance, beginning in game 1, post 3. Scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Anderluck. Game 1, post 3, scratch Jedden, replace him with Anderluck. Game 2, post 6, scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Ben. Game 2, post 6, scratch Jedden, replace Jedden with Ben. Moving on to game 3, post 5, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. Game 3, post 5, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. On to game 4, post 2, scratch Ikeda, replace him with Anderluck. Game 4, post 2, scratch Ikeda, replace him with Anderluck. Game number 5, first of our 2 doubles games for today. Post 8, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. Game 5, post 8, scratch Ikeda, and replace him with Benny. Game 6, scratch free, yay. 1 game scratch free for today. Game 7 is where things get just a bit complicated here. We do have 1 scratch and that printer's error. So post 3 in game 7, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. Game 7, post 3, that is Benny for Ikeda. Post 4 in game number 7. That is a printer's error. It is not the team of Cool Fitness and Manu. It will be the team of Douglas and Tennessee. So again, a printer's error in game 7, post 4. It is not Cool Fitness and Manu. It will be Douglas and Tennessee. And moving on to game 8, post 1, scratch Ikeda, and replace Ikeda with Julin. That is the scratch of Ikeda and Jedden as they affect today's performance in its entirety. So with all that in mind, we ask you to make those wagers as early as possible within scheduled post time, then sit back and relax post time for game number 1. It's coming up in just about 5 minutes. Good luck. Would be the time where we'd bring in Stu or myself, but riding solo here again today. Apologies. Missed the last couple performances. A little bit under the weather, as you might be able to hear a bit, but we are good to go today. Stu, as we said, pre-planned day off. Hope he is doing well. And he will be back with us on Monday for that Pelota performance. Hopefully get the full crew back. It's been a long time since we've done that performance together. Hello to the folks joining us in the chat here early on today. Ben Gachea, Mr. Crank, Mr. Blanchett. How about that? That is a new name as well. Mr. Muscles, hello. William Keck. No Stu today, just Andrew. I know that's going to be a tough one to start off your Wednesday, but hopefully you can make it through. But good luck on those prize picks wagers for today. With just about 4 minutes to go until we get into game number 1. As we do before the first game of all of our performances, we have this video that will explain the scoring format for all 8 games, which today, as every day, is Spectacular 7 score.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And folks, we are back here. Let's see. Just about 3 minutes until game number 1. I'm going to get you caught up with some of the numbers as I have been away. Again, I appreciate Stu filling in those couple of days. We're under the weather, but we're back here and still Go Cherry. Up at the top of these singles standings. When I left, he hadn't eclipsed the 50-win mark, but now he's up there at 52 wins, continues to add to that win total. He's got a pretty sizable lead up there at the top. It's actually combined singles and doubles. That's total wins this year. I got to go to a different sheet. How about that? Apologies for that, folks. 49 singles wins. That's what we're looking at here. Singles wins for Go Cherry. That 52 combines the 3 singles wins he has in this doubles tournament with his partner Juice. Douglas currently holding on there just narrowly to second place, 36 wins. And Carballo hasn't added many in that win column over his last couple of weeks, maybe even months. Seems like he's been stuck in the 30s for a while. Still 35 wins for him, holding on to that third and final bonus money slot there. Got Aratz up with 31 wins, and then looks like Ikeda creeping up there with 30 as well. So, again, not too many games separating the players in third place and those guys trying to get into that final bonus money slot in third. Again, just 8 games here on this Wednesday. It will be a Pelota performance, full 8 games. When we return on Friday night, that will be a battle court only performance where fans are welcome in the building. Friday nights, that is the night where you can check out live highlight action right here at Magic City. I tell you, it's been a lot of fun. I've been back here. I wish I was out in the crowd for some of those days. The fan energy has been terrific. They got great drink specials. The food is always great. You know how I feel about the chicken tenders here, and they're even bigger on those Friday nights, if you can believe it, folks. So come on down, check it out. You got some free wagers as well. You can win some fun prizes. Can't actually place a money wager, but you can walk away with some prizes, and prizes in that thing are pretty darn cool. You got some cestas, you got some signed jerseys, also some Magic City gear, depending on how many matches you win. With that, at 0 minutes, let's play our first game of the day, game number 1. We are ready to begin. Game number 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match, going up to 7 points with points doubling. After all matchups in the first round of play, serving in the red of post 1. Here's Juice receiving the blue of post 2, CRB. There's a serve by Juice. We begin. Low running backhand. It's by Juice and scores. CRB on the board. First point. That will bring to the court. White of post 3. Substituting for Jedden. Here's Anderluck. Anderluck takes that serve up on the left side. Powerful backhand, able to pass. There's a forehand Robote laid up just above the pad. Anderluck charging downhill. He gets there at the 3 line. There's a drop shot. 1, 2 bounces, scores. Point 3. Green to post 4 and receive for the first time. Here's number 7, Ben. Forehand back to the inside. There's Anderluck along the sidewall. It comes back over the top. Looking for that big bouncer. Ben got caught under the bridge. Tried to play the Robote. Not able to do so. Point 3. Here's the left side by Cool Fitness. Back to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. Point 5. 5 on the board with the point. Here's the yellow post 6. Flores. Well, running backhand, Cool Fitness up there at the 8 line. He took it in the air. Powerful throw. That's going to pass right to the back wall. Flores digs out the Robote. Hooks it to the outside. Williams on the hop, brings it in. Hard forehand, lands in and scores. 3-wall play for Cool Fitness. Gets him his second point. Here's the pick to post 7, Tennessee. Here's the left side Robote. Tennessee tried to make the save, just caught a piece of that overhead screen. That's 3 points now for Black post 5. Cool Fitness in receive, rounding out the first round of play. Here's post 8, El Barba. Backhand to the inside. There's Cool Fitness. Picked it off the sidewall. That backhand's going to pass. El Barba set up on the outside. Makes the Robote save. Back up the middle. Cool Fitness has it on the forehand just beyond the 7 line. Powerful throw to the inside. El Barba got there in the air. There's a backhand. Robote. Forehand. Cool Fitness flicks it up. That kicks to the outside. El Barba gets there. Opens up for the 2-wall. It's actually going to stay to the inside. Opens up off the back wall. Cool Fitness tried to make the save. Just caught the top part of the pad. Any part is bad. That's a point for El Barba. And also round out the first round of play. Back to receive. Red post 1, Juice. Left side Robote got away from El Barba. That caught the overhead screen. Juice, 2 points. Here's post 2, CRB. Forehand rebote, played up overhead by CRB. That's a tough save right along the side wall. Juice, middle of the court, just blasts the forehand low and hard. Actually playable on the rebote. CRB got there, put it up into the overhead screen, out of play. That gets Juice 4 points now. Returning post for Ben. Left side pickup by Ben. Keeps it to the inside where that will score. Nice throw by Ben. Ben now 2 points. Here's post 3 returning. Anderluck. Here's Anderluck back along the inside, back over the top to Pika, controlled by Ben. Ben returns a similar shot to the inside. There's Anderluck. Anderluck, how about another one? That one might work. Ben tried to dig it out on the back end, caught under the bridge. Very well thrown. Anderluck with 4 points. Here's post 6 returning, Flores. Forehand rebote to the inside. Here's Flores, good pickup. Keeps the backhand low and hard. Anderluck has to play it on the back end. He's there, powers that rebote inside. Missed it front ways. Not playable on the back end. 6 points for Anderluck. That gets him a possible game point. And to stop him, post 7. Tennessee. Here's a forehand rebote back to the inside. Tennessee gets there. Tennessee tried to pick it up in the front court. That snuck by, scoring for the win. No playoff here. 1 places and 5 shows. Unofficial order of finish for game 1, 3-1-5. Official results coming up in just a moment. Winning game 1, post 3, Anderluck, he substituted for Jedden, who scratched. Taking second, post 1, Juice. Coming in third, post 5, Cool Fitness. Aquinella, 1-3, 34-20. Trifecta. 3-1-5, 2-12 even, and $2 on the 3 to win will get you $10.40. Up next, going to be game number 2. It'll be another spectacular 7 singles match, going back up to 7 points. Points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Game 2 introduces the early pick 3. Pick the winners of games 2, 3, and 4 to cash in on that early pick 3. Post time. Game number 2, just about 6 minutes. Good luck. With 5 minutes to go until game number 2, and for any new Highlight fans that may be joining us here for the first time, take a look at this video that explains in simpler terms how Highlight is played.
The main rule of Highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're back here now, 4 minutes from the start of game number 2. We do have a scratch here in our second game, post 6. Jedden scratching all of his scheduled appearances for today. Replace him here in game number 2 with Ben. Out of bounds in the sport of Highlight here. See a lot of new faces coming over from Prize Picks. That's great to see. Good to see that some folks are picking up that Highlight action in addition to all the other sports that they offer up there. Some of the major sports here in the U.S. and some other countries as well. So good to see that you guys are playing out of bounds here. So we got the pad. Can't hit the pad. Kind of like the net in tennis. That pad is out. You touch any part of it, it is out. You have the overhead screen, that thing in the ceiling. If you touch any part of that, that is also out. See that red boundary line on the left part of your screen in this camera angle. You touch any part of the line, that ball is out. So the ball has to land completely on the black part of the court, cannot touch the line or land outside of the line, or else that ball is out of play. Ball can take one bounce. You have to play it forward towards the front wall. You can play it off the back wall, but that ball always is thrown forward. Play starts with the serve, obviously. Serve it from the 11 line. Got to land it between the 4 and 7 line, marked in white out there on the court. That's a pretty simple and quick explanation of it. So any more questions you guys have? Any? Yes. How does the scoring work for Prize Picks? So that is a great question. Prize Picks. So in these Pelota games, there are 3 finishers, first, second, and third place. So the game ends when one player gets 7 points or more. I mean, if you have 6 and the points are doubled, if you get more than 7, that's all right. So 7 points, you win the game. At that point, the person with the second most points will take second. Third most points will get third place. First place in a game, you get 5 fantasy points. Second place in any game, you get 3 fantasy points. Third place in any game, you get 1 fantasy point. And if they do not finish in the top 3, meaning they are off the board, you get -1. So that's how the scoring works from Prize Picks. So I know some folks talking about CRB and El Barba here, so we can go through that first game with you. CRB was in post 2. He did not finish in the top 3, neither did El Barba. So both players right now, their fantasy score at -1 for the day. You got El Barba and CRB in post 1 and 2 here in this second game. So any other questions regarding Prize Picks? Definitely help you out with that for today. But good to see. I mean, there's plenty of new names. Yeah, I think, off the board OB. Yeah, that's off the board, meaning they finish outside of the top 3 in any one game. I thought that's what you guys may be referencing, but yes, first place 5 points, second place 3 points, third place finish 1 point. And then if you finish outside of the top 3, that is -1. You guys all have the same? Yes, so, and again, the terminology here. So win is first, place is second place finish, and a show is a third place finish. Glad that you guys are up to speed. Great that you guys are enjoying the action. How about game 2? Let's get right into it. We're ready to begin. Our second game will be another spectacular 7 singles match, going back up to 7 points, points doubling. After all matchups in the first round of play, serving in the red of post 1, there's El Barba, receiving the blue of post 2, CRB. Gatna, we'll get your question later. El Barba serves. We begin game 2. Point 2. CRB on the board first with a point. Here's the white of post 3, Tennessee. Over serve. Point 3. Here's a green to post 4, Anderluck. That serve tipped on the left side by Anderluck. That's another point for Tennessee, 2 points. Here's black shirt to post 5, Cool Fitness. That serve very well placed by Tennessee and scoring. That's 3 points. Yellow post 6. It's the ever curious Ben. Forehand. Back to the inside. That caught Tennessee under the bridge. He got out, made a nice save. Then on the left side, up at the 9 line, he blasts this backhand. That is, might be a home run. Oh, Tennessee gonna get there, puts it around the back, but that sails off the court. Great effort by Tennessee. What a backhand there by Ben, scoring. 6 on the board with the point. Here's post 7, Juice. Juice, left side there at the 11-9. Nice backhand. That played the pass. Here's a forehand. Rebote laid up by Ben to the inside. Big bouncer. Juice up for it at the 9 line, coming down with the ball. Hard forehand, picked off the sidewall. Here's Ben. Softer backhand. Doesn't want to feed that. Rebote. Juice plays it back at the 9 line. That one up into the overhead screen. Out of play. That's 2 points now for Ben. Purple at post 8. Rounding out the first round of play. Here's Flores. Low running backhand. There's Ben. Caught it in the air up at the 9 line. He blasts this one. Flores on the move early. He's going to get there. Tries to return it 2-0. That's going to come up short. Three straight points for Ben. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Turning first, post 1, El Barba. Soft backhand throw by El Barba at the feet of Ben. He scooped it up there at the 10 line. He blasts this one. That's coming out a long way again. El Barba stops at the 4 line. Tried to thread the needle, just caught the top part of the pad. That's 5 points for Ben. That's straight points to a possible game point here. And to stop him, post 2, CRB. High bouncing serve. CRB handles up at the 10. Gets this one overhead to pass. Ben, forehand rebote save, going to the ground. Here's CRB, middle of the court. Elevates his forehand throw. Ben gets there, plays a rebote on the back end. Big bouncer, controlled by CRB. Keeps this one lower and harder, but Ben got there to catch it in the air. Hard back end into the corner. Doesn't feed that rebote. CRB digs it out. There's the left side for Ben. Up at the 8 line. Keeps this one to the inside again. CRB. Nice rebote save just above the pad. That slows it down for Ben on the outside. The Costado inside, scoring for the win. Point and a perfect game. Yellow post 6. Ben. No playoff again. How about that? 3 places in 2 shows. Those prices will be coming up here eventually. Again, the result 6-3-2 was official there for our second game, post 6. There it is, 6-3-2. That is official now. Post 6, Ben substituting for Jedden. Both substitutes getting the win here these first 2 games. Taking second, post 3, Tennessee. Coming in third, post 2, CRB. So for those wondering about CRB in fantasy, that will be a point. Depending on his projection, that may be over. I think somebody said that there. Keck. Get you these prices here. The daily double, 3-6, $27.60. $2 on the 6 to win. That's Ben to win. We'll get you $8.40. Quinella, 3-6, $43.60. The trifecta, 6-3-2, $136.40. Up next, game number 3 marks the start of today's High 5 jackpot. Pick the winners of games 3 through 7. If you do so correctly. You have the only ticket that does so. That's how you'll cash in on that High 5 for today. Look out, there are a couple of scratches. Let's run through them quickly before we send you the video before the start of game number 3. Let's begin in this third game. Post 5. Scratch Ikeda, replace him with Benny. Game 3, post 5, scratch Ikeda, replace him with Benny. Game 4, post 2, scratch Ikeda, replace him with Anderluck. Game 5, post 8, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. Game 6 is scratch free. Game 7, post 3, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. Game 7, post 3, scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Benny. And Game 7, post 4, that is a printer's error in the 4 post. That is supposed to be the team of Douglas and Tennessee, so it is not Cool Fitness and Manu. Douglas and Tennessee slide into the 4 post in game number 7. That is a rundown of all changes for the high five. Post time, 6 minutes. Good luck.
Powerful forehand by Juice. CRB on the save. That's up. That scores on the second bounce. Inside. Run for the rebote. Diving save. He makes it. Rolls on his back. He's up. Hard throw. What a fantastic save by Ron. One goes wall to wall, clears the overhead screen. Nicholas, good eye on the ball, keeps the ball in play. Coasty to the inside. Nicholas runs all the way back and makes a spectacular save. He's up. Rebote forehand by Carballo, showing control. Scoop by Anderluck. Rebote left side, power to the outside. Anderluck on the diving rebote save. Ragley, what a great effort to make that rebote. Ikeda from the 3 line, drop shot. Oh, he got to it. Hard throw to the inside. Ikeda got there to save the rebote. It's still in play. Manu, beautiful catch at the 10 line. Nice backhand. Rebote coming out to Carballo. Forehand rebote goes wall to wall rebote. That counts 100%. Douglas, difficult rebote, 2-wall, light touch, big bounce. Stopped by Benny on the outside. Benny, powerful, looking for that 3-wall play. Douglas reads it, got there. That is going to score. That is point in a perfect game. Powerful backhand. Wow, what a rebote by Manu. Catch. Karam. Stopped by Ikeda. Powerful throw by Ikeda. Arats to the outside. Makes the diving save. It's a 2-wall. That will score. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Anderluck on the right side. Throw by Anderluck. Here's the rebote. Carballo, one-handed save. Wow.
And folks, those were the top 10 rebotes in the first part of our 2022 season right here at Magic City Highlight. That'll take us down less than a minute until game number 3. Look out for that scratch post 5, Scratchy Cater, and replace him with Benny. With that, we're ready to begin game number 3. Spectacular 7 singles match, going back up to 7 points with points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving right of post 1. There's Ron receiving in the blue of post 2, Anderwood. Powerful forehand here by Anderluck. Here's the rebote. Saved by Ron to the inside. Scooped up on the forehand. Blast it back over the top inside. Ron had a chance for it. Just missed that rebote attempt. First point, 2. Anderluck, blue post 2. Here's post 3, Julin. Nice catch here by Julin. Backed up to the 12 line. Low runner. Picked off in the air by Anderluck. Julin on the right side. Keeps this one up the middle. Low and hard. Anderluck got there in the air. Sidearm forehand. He powers this one over the top. Cutting back inside. Julin flicked it up there. Middle of the court. Anderluck just missed it right in the middle of the court. Tried to pick it up there at the 5 line. That gets Julin on the board. Here's post 4. Ben. Low runner, forehand crossing the sidewall. Ben got there, scooped it up beyond the 11 line. Goes deep with the backhand. Forehand rebote, laid up, powered it just above the pad. Ben got there again, another good scoop. Lofting back in here, Julin out there to the 6 line, plays the rebote, and got that one a pass. Left side again, here's Julin, middle of the court, up at the 7 line. Low and hard to the inside, Ben missed that one, tried to get it on the back end, not playable. 2 straight for Julin. Black at post 5, substituting for Ikeda. Number 55, Benny. Benny picks it up on the left side, keeps the backhand low and hard. Julin caught it in the air. Benny got back in at the 10, keeps this one pretty low, right at the feet of Julin. He set up for the rebote, just missed it there on the right side. Benny on the board. Here's post 6, Bueno. Over serve, point 6. Post 7, here's Kubala. Ball lofts the backhand into the corner. Bueno, forehand rebote save right at the feet. I'll try to scoop it up there at the 7 line, just missed it. That's another point 4. Post 6, Bueno. In to receive, rounding out the first round of play, purple post 8, There's spinner. Spinner. Backhand, caught overhead by Bueno. His backhand not going to clear the overhead screen. That one is out of play, point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning first, red at post 1, here's Ron. There's a backhand spinner committed. He got back there and caught it overhead. Pika. Ron controls it up at the 7th line. Outside placement is outside the court. Point 8. Back to receive. Here's post 2. Anderluck. Forehander Bote saved by spinner. Anderluck got up there. He's at the 4 line. There's a drop shot. 1, 2 bounces, scores. Point 2. 2 with 3 points. Here's post 4 returning Ben. Ben backhand, right to that corner. Rabote comes shooting off the back wall. Anderluck there for the save. Ben again, left side up at the 9 line. Lifts this one a pass. It's a forehand Rabote. Anderluck there again. Ben gonna keep it on the left side, running around it, and then a soft 2-wall. Very well done by Ben and scoring. Point 4. Post 3 returns. Here's Julin. Forehander Bote laid up by Ben. Julin steps back to the 12 line. Forehand low and hard towards the inside. Ben just tipped it there high on the left side. That's a 4 points now for Julin. Post 5 returns. Benny. Julin juggling on the catch of Julin. Point 5. 5 with 3 points. Here's post 7 returning Kubala. Kubala backed up to the 12 line, lifts the backhand, tries to get past Benny, reaching overhead, he's got it. Oh, rudder. There's Kubala again, caught overhead. Gets this one overhead to pass. Here's a forehand rebote by Benny. Tried to get that one overhead. Kubala. 2-wall, top of the pad. Five points for Benny. He has a possible game point into stopping post 6. Bueno. Here's a big backhand by Bueno. Forehand rebote. Powered up the middle by Benny. Able to pass. Bueno gets back in. As rebote's saved. Benny keeps it on the forehand. Crossing the sidewall. That one scores for the win. Point and game. Post 5. Benny. 3 places. 8 will serve to 2. It's playoff 4. 3rd place. Anderluck, what a catch there. Caught it up high at the 12 line. Spinner, sidearm forehand. Anderluck up for it. Missed it front ways. Got there on the back end. Nice rebote save. Soft costado. That opened up off the sidewall as a 2-wall. Anderluck, low and hard, powers it inside. Spinner lined up for it. He makes a rebote save. Anderluck went to scoop it up, just missed it. 8. That Spinner will place, will show unofficial order of finish for our 3rd game. 5-3-8. Official results in just a moment. Results of Game 3 are now official. 5-3-8, post 5. Benny substituting for Ikeda with the win. Post 3, Julian taking second. Post 8, Spinner coming in third. 5-3-8, the $2 quinella. 3-5, $22.40. The trifecta, 5-3-8, $448.40. $2 on the 5 to win will get you back $13.80. Up next will be game number 4, another spectacular 7 singles match. Again, going up to 7 points. Points double after all matchups in the first round of play. We do have one more scratch here in this 4th game, post 2. Scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Anderluck. Game 4, post 2. Scratch Ikeda, replace Ikeda with Anderluck. Post time for our 4th game. It's just about closer to 6 minutes now. Good luck.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Highlight.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure. Oven mitts.
Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a highlight glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played highlight?
Actually lacrosse, but it's highlight for white people.
I'm Johnny Garcho, this is Steve-O. This is highlight.
Highlight is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing.
It's more complicated than that.
And dangerous.
Flying home.
It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. The ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
And we are back here now, just about 5 minutes away from the start of game number 4. Want to get to this question from Jatna before it comes back at me again here. Want to say, though, Jatna, we've gotten a lot of, I've talked to the new social media gal that works here at Magic City, and she says that you are always very positive in the comment section, very knowledgeable about the game, and always very helpful with those comments, particularly on YouTube. So just wanted to shout that out, and we appreciate all that you do in that comment section. Going back to your question, though, we had that video, so apologies that we didn't get to it a little bit sooner. Do you guys watch their play? A couple of players, I mean, certainly off the top of my head, and knowing some of the guys, I see Ben doing that a lot, Carballo doing that a lot. Also, I know that Benny watches a lot of those games after they are played. Early game, I was going to say, some of those early game players definitely are doing that a little more. I know a guy like El Barba's done that at times. Juice watched some of his play. But particularly, you're going to see, probably more of those middle and later games. Guys really going back and looking at, what exactly they're doing wrong and trying to make that fix for the next day. But certainly, guys definitely do watch their games back, and, it's like watching film in other sports. Some of the most valuable things that you can get are looking back at the tape, seeing what you did wrong, and sometimes just actually seeing it on camera and watching it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was just having a conversation with Julian out there on the court. But going back to it, I know it is valuable. You see guys talk about that all the time. There's that series detail on ESPN. There's a couple different varieties. I know they had Kobe doing it at times. Peyton Manning does it for football. Daniel Cormier does it for the UFC. Just really breaking it down and seeing it back and really seeing what you're doing wrong. Because sometimes when you're out there, the game's moving quickly. Going back, slowing it down, saying, hey, where maybe could I have made an opportunity to maybe throw a shot? Where could I have been a little more patient, didn't have to throw it? I know that Benny, Carballo, those guys in particular, they get a lot from going back and looking at it. So would be valuable and hope that all guys would do it. But again, that's like that Kyler Murray clause in his contract. That is not a required part of playing here, but certainly is valuable, and it's only going to help the players get better and better. But very good question. And Ernesto, funny guy. Definitely don't sound normal, but we're okay. No, I mean, look, just got to take some precautions. The biggest reason, if you want to know, is Stu actually could not be here today. And he said, look, take those extra days off and just make sure that you are here. I was there for Battle Court, coming in for this Wednesday today, so appreciate it. Happy to have you here, Ernesto, and we can officially get started with the performance. I heard that Stu said I was at the beach. A Chula Chargers Speedo or something like that. Someone said that? Yeah. That's some fun. That's parasailing. That's what it was. Yes. Now, Stu told me an unfortunate story about parasailing, and I don't think I ever want to get back in the water, actually. No. We will be back here Monday. See, I mean, the conspiracy will grow if Monday one of the two of us is not here, But this week, this week was a tough week, and felt it late Sunday night. Watching football on Sunday make you sick, but felt it Monday morning, and got a little worse as the day went on. But we are here. We'll get back to the highlight though for Game 4, less than a minute. Ikeda is scratched. Anderluck will replace him here in this fourth game. How about the substitute players? 3 for 3 in the win column today. Ed Anderluck substituting for Jedden, winning game 1. Ben substituting for Jedden, winning game 2. And then Benny substituting for Ikeda, winning game 3. See if Anderluck can make it a perfect 4 for 4. Who are the two, Ernesto? That's what I would like to know. Names in the chat. Let's begin game 4. We'll get back to that. We are ready to begin. Game number 4 will be another spectacular 7 singles match going up to 7 points, with points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving at a post 1. Here's Spinner. Receiving the blue of post 2, substituting for Ikeda. Here's Anderluck. There's a serve by Spinner. We begin our 4th game. Anderluck gets up there before the second bounce. Plays the backhand up at the 9 line. Spinner lifts this one. Unable to pass. Anderluck backs up. Caught it in the air at the 11. Powerful forehand inside. Spinner running around it. He's there for the rebote. That clears the overhead screen. On the hop, Anderluck tried to bring it in. Could not control it. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our 4th game. That'll bring to the court. Make sure to post 3. Here's Ron Ron. Spinner. Forehand. High and hard, able to pass along the inside. Here's the left side rebote for Ron Ron. Softer touch back inside. Spinner keeps it on the forehand. There's the drop shot. Comes out to the 5 line. Ron Ron gets there, whips it to the outside. That's outside the court. Point 1. 2 points for Spinner. Here's post 4. Julin. Julin takes that serve on the left side. Strong backhand. Spinner backing up. Caught in the air off the side wall. Lifts this one. Passing again. Forehand rebote saved just above the pad. Here's Spinner advancing. Over the left side, there's a Costado 2 wall. Catching the pad. The pad is bad. Point 4. Here's post 5. Benny. Backhand right to the corner. Julin caught it in the air up at the 9 line. Powers it back inside. Benny scooped it up at the 12. Low runner right at the feet of Julin. He backs up, keeps it on the forehand. Tries for the big bouncer, the Pika. Benny steps up, controls it. Low hard forehand. Crossing there at the 11. Julin got assessed on it. That almost got there, just catching the top part of the pad. Good effort. Point to the 5. Here's post 6, Nicholas. Here's the left side rebote. Low hard forehand gets by Nicholas. That's well placed and scoring. Point 5. 5 now, 2 points. Here's post 7. Pink shirt, number 22, Bueno. Benny, tough catch overhead. He's got it there between the 9 and 10 line. Bueno going to keep it on the left side. He powers that back in a pass right into the corner. There is not a lot on that rebote. Benny just does get there. Bueno up at the 4 line. There's a drop shot. Benny got a head start. And that ball, is that holding or juggling? Something along those lines. Either way, point to the 7. Bueno now with the point. Here's post 8. Rounding out the first round of play, Kubala. Strong backhand by Kubala right up the middle. Bueno, forehander Bote saved on a knee. Kicks off the sidewall. Here's Kubala again. Costado back to the inside. Bueno gets there, running around it, keeps it on the forehand. Played back inside. Kubala, that one just trickling out of the basket off the side wall. Post 7, Bueno with 2 points. Also completes the first round of play where all matchups are worth 2 through the end of the game. Returning first, post 2, Vanderluck. Vanderluck advancing up at the 8 line. It's all he can behind this forehand. Bueno in there. That rebote pushed off the court. Point 2. 2 with 2 points. Post 3 returns. Ron. Forehander Bote, missed by Anderluck. Point 3. 3 now at 2 points. Post 1, spinner returns. 2 points. Spinner, sidearm, Karam does not open up. Ron gets there. His Karam return. He's out. Point 3. 3 now with 4 points. Here's post 4, Julian. Hard forehand. Ron lets it pass. He's there on the back end. Nice rebote. Julian middle of the court. He powers that Karam in to score. Perfectly executed. That's 3 points now for Julian. Turning post 6, Nicholas. Hard backhand by Nicholas. There's Julian along the inside. He blasts this one wall to wall. Forehand rebote. They got that one to pass. Here's Julian going down on a knee. That sticks inside. Nicholas picks it up. Up at the 7 line. Keeps his backhand low and hard. Getting overhead. Rebote just above the pad. Actually caught the top of the pad. Any part is bad. That's a point to the 6. Nicholas with 2 points. Returning his post 5, Benny. There's a backhand inside. Nicholas, good catch off the sidewall, pulled it at the 10 line. Right into the corner. Benny has to come back for it. Diving back does make the save, and Nicholas has it up at the 4 line. The drop shot got him. 0.6. Nicholas 4 points. Post 8 returns. Kubala. A nice backhand by Kubala. Nicholas pulled it out of the air at the 10 line. Hard backhand right into that corner. That one died. Very well thrown by Nicholas. That's straight point second time around to a possible game point. Here's post 7 returning. Bueno. Nicholas, left side Bote, has a 2-all. Bueno gets her on the outside. Keeps this one low and hard. Nicholas got in perfect position off the sidewall to make the play. Bueno up at the 9 line. Lifts this one higher and harder. Here Rabote, left side, played up at the 7 line. Nicholas powers it inside. Bueno, nice catch off the sidewall. There's the backhand. Forehand save again. Bueno tried to take it in the air, just tipped it. Point in game. Yellow post 6. Nicholas, no playoff again, 3 places and 4 shows. 6-3-4 is official. Unofficial order of finish. We'll get the official results in just a moment. (6-3-4) is official. Post 6, Nicholas. 0 to hero run out. Absolutely, Pat. Getting it done second time around in straight points, taking second. Post 3, Ron coming in third. Post 4, Julian. Pick 3, 6-5-6, 3 of 3 numbers, 174.80. $2 on the 6 to win. Nicholas to win here in game 4 will get you $17.40. That is a pretty good win price for a guy of Nicholas's caliber in this 4th game. How about the Quinella 3-6, 31-20, the trifecta 6-3-4, 201.40. Up next, a little bit of a change up here. How about a little doubles action? Spectacular 7 scoring here in our first of 2 doubles games in today's performance. Going up to 7 points. Points will double still after all matchups in the first round of play. Look out, there is one scratch. Post 8. Scratch Ikeda, dealing with that wrist injury suffered earlier this week. Replace him with Benny in the backcourt. So that team that won a championship, tournament number 1, team of Vanderluck and Benny back together in post 8 here in game number 5. Again, Ikeda scratch, replace him with Benny in the backcourt. Post time 4. Game number 5, 6 minutes. Good luck. And folks, that is Prize Picks. They're one of the leaders in daily fantasy sports, and you can take advantage right now. There are special incentives for signing up. All you have to do is go to prizepicks.com, type HI, that is J-A-I, into the referral code field. When you do sign up, and if you make a $100 deposit in your betting funds, Prize Picks will match it and put another $100 into your account just like that. Oh no, it does get more interesting because if you actually send us a picture of your computer or phone screen as proof that you use that referral code HIGH at signup, well, you're also going to qualify to get a double cash prize if you win a week of the Highlight Channel's Fantasy Highlight game in the 2022 season. So, that is as simple as that. Just sign up at Prize Picks. Use that referral code HIGH when you do so. Most importantly, make sure to take a picture of that sign-up page. We can see the referral code field with the word HIGH typed in. So that's the screen before you click to submit your sign-up. Go ahead and send that photo to info@thehighlightchannel.com. If you do all that, you automatically qualify for that double cash prize. Plus, you get that $100 bonus deposit match to get you started on Prize Picks. So it's a win-win. Sign up at Prize Picks. It is prize, PICKS.com today. Into the doubles portion of the program here. So for those who are here for the first time, doubles come in games 5 and 7. The feature singles games are games 6 and 8. So games 6 and 8 will go back to singles. There, saw that question, and 5 and 7 will be our doubles games. On Prize Picks, I do not believe, those doubles games are not on the board. So these results will not matter for those games, just the singles. Saw some names like Go Cherry. He will be coming up in those feature games in games 6 and 8 a little bit later. Again, got some stats updated here through the 17th. So that was through Monday's performance. Doubles numbers for this 4th doubles tournament of the season. At that point, there were 3 teams with 3 wins. Cool Fitness and Manu, Inaki and Ben, and Juice and Go Cherry, all with 3 wins. The only difference between those 3 teams is actually Juice and Go Cherry get to play every doubles game. So maybe a bit of an edge for that team in terms of taking home the bonus prize for most wins, but you see Inaki and Ben and Cool Fitness and Manu played almost half the number of games and still with the same number of wins. See Juice and Go Cherry out of the 5-post here in this 5th game. Got Inaki and Ben out of the 1, great opportunity for them, and then Cool Fitness and Manu right there in the 2-post. Ed William, yes, so in all of our performances in these Pelota games, games 5 and 7 are doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8 are those singles games that you will see available on Prize Picks. So these results in these doubles games are kept separate from the single stats. So I believe they tell you on Prize Picks which game numbers they're supposed to be playing on that particular day. So if they are not in one of those games, which I do not believe they put 5 and 7 up on the board, that these results will not count for your particular player that you chose. We do have a scratch here in this 5th game. Another reminder of that scratch here in post 8. Scratch Ikeda. Replace Ikeda with Benny. With that, game time. Game number 5. First of our 2 doubles games. This is Dodging Death Part 1. There he is. Serving in the red of post 1, here's a team of Inaki and Ben. Receiving in the blue of post 2, there's Cool Fitness and Manu. There's the serve. We begin. Manu with the backhand, passing Ben. Left side Bote. Inaki got back in there, lays it up, kicks off the sidewall. Manu handles deeper in the backcourt. Lifts another backhand right into the corner. Ben pulling it off the sidewall. Manu up at the 10 line now. Lifts another one. Caught by Ben there at the 12. Here's Ben. Between the 11 and 10, blast this one. Manu out of the way. Cool Fitness, left side Bote. A little wild on that 2-all return. That sails off the court. 2 first on the board here. 1 rather, first on the board here in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts, post 3. That's CRB and Ron Ron. Forehander Bote. There's Ron Ron. Caught it on the left side. Powers it backhand. Low and hard. Ben just tipped it. Point 3. Green team of post 4 in a receive. It's Bueno and Julin. Great catch here by Ron in the backcourt. Hard backhand. Julin going to let that one come out. Forehander Bote. Save back to the inside for Ron. Keeps this one low and hard. Julin there again. Good catch off the sidewall. Goes deep with the backhand. There's Ron. There's another one. Back to Julin. Going to take this one on the right side. Powers it back up the middle. CRB going to get involved. Cuts it off. Returns to Karam. The top of the pad. Pad is bad. That is point to the 4 team. Post 5, Juice and Go Cherry. Back to receive. Julin, good catch overhead there, deep in the backcourt. He powers this one over to Go Cherry. Here's a forehander Bote. Played nicely by Juice up at the 4 line. Bueno, 2-wall to the pad. Point 5. 5 team on the board. Here's post 6. El Barba and Spinner. Spinner, there's a backhand 2-wall. That scores. The 7 team made a receive. Here's Kubala and Nicholas. Nicholas up at the 7 line. Costado to the inside. Picked off the sidewall by Spinner. Nicholas there at the 8. Up in the front court still. Hard forehand. Spinner backed up. Copping on the forehand. Goes for the big bouncer. The Pika inside. Nicholas up the wall. He got it. Outside placement. Tipped by El Barba. High energy point. Kubala and Nicholas get it. In a receive. Rounding out the first round of play. The purple shirts. The post 8. Team of Vanderluck. And Benny substituting for Ikeda. Forehand inside, Kubala. Tough play overhead. He blasts this one. Benny out of the way. Anawak, forehand rebote, save back up the middle. Nicholas runs around it, keeps it on the left side. He blasts the backhand. There's Benny back beyond the 13 line, caught in the air. Nicholas ranging back, has it at the 12. Lofts this one higher and harder. He'll play for Benny, letting that one come out. Rebote played up the middle. Here's Kubala again, left side, lifts this one. Tried to get it to pass. There's Benny backed up again. Hard backhand. Nicholas got it on the forehand, deeper in the backcourt. Kicks off the sidewall. Benny keeps it on the left side. Low runner, Nicholas steps up. He's got it off the sidewall again. Blasts this one. Benny thought about it, gonna let it come out. There's Anawak again. Kicks off the sidewall for Nicholas, up at the 9 line now. Blasts another one. There's Benny backed up. Higher and harder. Nicholas is there again. Sidearm forehand, catching 3 walls. Nicholas there for the rebote. Plays it back up the middle. Benny keeps it on the left side. Trying to get it to pass. Nicholas there again. Lofts this one over Benny. Anawak out there. Forehand rebote. Saved inside for Nicholas. Keeps it on the left side. There's another low runner. Benny got up there. Does not let that ball bounce. Caught it in the air. Nicholas back overhead. Ranging back. High and hard. Clears the overhead screen. Anawak. Forehand rebote. Push to the outside now. Nicholas keeps it on the forehand. Low hard one. Delivered inside for Benny. Finally able to pass Nicholas. There's the left side rebote for Kubala. Benny. Aggressive play. Moves up on the hop. There's a drop shot. Ooh, elevated it a bit. Nicholas able to get there. Powerful forehand return. Benny scooped it up deep in the backcourt, back beyond the 11 line. Front and back quarter switch here for the 7 team. Kubala now going to get back in the front court. Here's Benny on the forehand. Nicholas, he's back there, has to play the rebote. He does. Good coverage there by the pink team. Benny, 8 line. Blast this backhand. Nicholas out of the way. Here's a forehand rebote for Kubala. Put it back up the middle. Benny with a good read. Got it in the air. Opens up for the carom. The split placement picked off on the left side of Kubala. Into the corner. Benny digs it out just before the second bounce. Forehand crosses. Here's Benny backed up to the 12. Low runner inside. Nicholas thought about it. He's going to play the rebote on the back end. Keeps the point going. Benny on the hop. Brings it in along the inside. Higher and harder. Nicholas got there again. Able to pass Benny this time. Anawak forehand rebote. Hooked it just above the pad. Here's Kubala. Left side. The Costado to the inside. Very well placed. Benny scooped up another one. Nicholas keeps this low and hard. Benny is out of the way. Anawak rather came back for it. What a point. That goes the way of the 7 team. Kubala and Nicholas, all 4 players. Great effort there. 7 now, 2 points. That will do it for the first round of play, where all matchups are worth 2 through the end of the game. Returning first, blue shirts of Post 2, Cool Fitness, and Manu. Manu takes that serve at the 11. Just blasts it overhead. Nicholas out of the way. Kubala backpedals. He gets there. Puts the rebote back up the middle. Manu going to keep it on the forehand. Had to pass with it again. He's able to do so. Forehand rebote now. Push back to the inside. Manu moving up. Has it on the forehand again. High and hard. Just going to pass with it. Tough rebote. Kubala got back in there. Saves it just above the pad. Left side rebote. Push to the outside. Manu got there. And hard return. That's a 3-wall play. Going to open up and score. Back to receive. Here's Post 1, Inaki and Ben. Forehand rebote by Cool Fitness, played back inside. Ben ranging back to try to play that rebote. That's a tough save, just missed. 4 points now for the 2 team. That brings the white shirts Post 3 back to receive, CRB and Ron Ron. Manu, tough play overhead. That came in hot and hard. Here's a backhand. Picked off deep in the backcourt. Ron again. Good play. Manu keeps it on the left side. Hard backhand again. This one low. Ron, one-handed scoop. Looked like he was going to take it in the air and just picked it up one hand. He blasts this one now. CRB has to play the rebote. All the way up to the 4 line. He turns it. Manu again. Keeps the pressure on. Blasts another one. Ron, tough play overhead. Backed up to the glass. Manu charging down the inside. Here's another one. High and hard, clearing the overhead screen. That's out a long way, up to practically the 2 line. Manu back in there again, caught it off the side wall. About another 4 CRB. It's another good save, puts this one just above the pad. Manu on the bounce, powers that one. I mean, that is coming out even further. That's almost up to the 1 line now. CRB there again. Tough rebote, not a lot on it. Plays a 2-wall. Big bouncing return. Ron, good patience. Got back there on the outside. There's a carom. Manu. Fitness rather, juggled the catch on the outside. Point to the 3 team. Three with 3 points, post 4 returns. Bodo and Julin. Running backhand, Ron steps up, took it in the air. He powers this one to the corner, still able to pass with it. Left side again. While running backhand, there's Jewett along the inside. Bono tries to pass with that forehand. Ron reaching into the corner. Came out hard off the back wall. That point goes to the 4 team. Black shirts post 5 return. Juice and goes Sherry. Low runner inside. Julian pulled it off the sidewall. Here's a backhand. Lower and harder. 4 goes Sherry. He blasts this one. That is coming out a long way. Bueno backpedals quickly. Stops at the 3 line. And plays it overhead to pass. Kind of a tough rebote. Go Cherry sticks with it. Left side here for Julian up at the 11 line. Blasts another one. And Cherry is there. Rips it off the side wall. That one over Julian's head. Rebote coming out. Bueno plays it high and again able to pass with it. Go Cherry knows where to be. Rebote towards the inside. Pulled off the side wall by Bueno this time. Left side rebote again. Kicks off the side wall. Here's Julian in the middle of the court. Powers this one high and hard. Go Cherry immediately out there for the rebote, and he got there, just does put it above the pad. Bueno lifts the backhand, doesn't want to feed that rebote. That is a great throw. Go Cherry somehow got there, digs it out before the second bounce. Low hard forehand, scooped up now on the inside. There's a low runner. Caught overhead, Julian going up for it, coming down with the ball. Here's a rebote out for Juice. He's there, lays it up. That sticks inside on the wall. Julian going up for it on the right side. Powerful forehand, scooped up on the left side, right at the feet of Go Cherry. Great play. Julian again, backed up to the 12. High and hard. Here's a rebote. Rebound for Juice. He turns it again. On the hop, Julian brings it in up at the 9 line. Powerful forehand throw. Go Cherry thought about it. Forehand save across his body. That's a tough play. Bueno, left side, powers it back inside. Go Cherry. Great court coverage. A backhand 2-wall. Picked off in the air by Bueno. Carom return. Missed by Juice on the outside. In and out of the cesta it goes. Another well-played point goes to the 4 team, setting up a possible game point. Here's post 6 and Estapa, Mel Barba, and Spinner. Spinner blasts the forehand. Julian out of the way. Bueno comes back for it. Soft 2-wall return. El Barba on the outside. There's a soft play back in there. That's really well placed. Julian makes a good play. Pulled the slow one off the side wall. Left side Rebote back inside with a big bounce. Julian on the forehand comes up with it. Outside placement. Scooped up by El Barba. There's a softer throw. That one off the wall a little more. Julian handles comfortably. He blasts this one right into the corner. Not a lot on that. Rebote, Spinner able to dig it out. Julian Up there at the 3 line. Powers a forehand to score for the win. Point and game. Green shirts of post 4. Bueno and Julin. No playoff again. 2 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order of finish 4-2-3. (4-2-3) is official for this 5th game. 4-2-3. The Quinella 2-4, 36-40. The trifecta 4-2-3, 203-40. $2 on the 4-team to win will get you back $17.60. Up next, game number 6, start of the feature singles games in today's performance. Spectacular 7 scoring. How about this? Game 6 is scratch-free. That's what we like to say. Post time for game at number 6. Just about 7 minutes. Good luck.
Bueno picks the serve. 2-all opens up wide and scores. Team line. Ronron's going to take the rebote on the left side. Catch by Carballo midcourt. Ronron takes it in the air. Low runner to the inside, picked off by Carballo. The 2-all by Carballo. Ooh. Try to stop that. Rebote by Douglas. It's a 2-all. Julin makes the stop to the outside. Hard throw. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Blasted to the inside. Rebote coming to the 8 line. Turn by Julin. 2-alls to score. Hard throw by Jedden. Rebote by Benny. Big bounce goes up. Stopped by Jedden. Jedden throws it hard. Benny's choosing to play the rebote. Wow, that's complicated. What a shot. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Spinner comes out to make the rebote. Forehand rebote played. 2-all. Beautifully executed by Douglas. A nice backhand to the outside. Bragley. A difficult forehand rebote is made by Bragley and a good catch made by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote comes out to the 7 line. 2-all turned by Bragley. Scores. Backhand by Tennessee. Bote by Diaz just above the pad. Tennessee's there. scooped by Diaz, and the 2-wall scores. Rotate. Wow. Is that you or the Cesta? Forehand to Benny. Douglas with the catch. Backhand. Powerful backhand. Robote comes out to the 5 line. Turned on the forehand to Benny. Wall to wall. To the outside. Douglas on the run. Makes the save. Throws a 2-wall. Wow. Backhand by Benny. Douglas looks for the Robote. Robote to the inside, thrown beautifully. Robote 2-wall by Benny. My, oh my, what a shot.
Folks, the top 10 takes us down to just about 2 minutes until game number 6 right here, where we are scratch-free in this 6th game. Say, look at that play on the late pick 3, nearly $900 in that pool alone. Good to see there in that later pick 3. High 5 will conclude there in game number 7. We will see coming up, there are a couple of changes in that 7th game, as we noted. One scratch of Ikeda, then that printer's error. Team of Douglas and Tennessee substituting for Cool Fitness and Manu in the 4-post. That printer's error in our next game. Just swap those two teams. Should have been Douglas and Tennessee. Cool Fitness and Manu got into the program. So it's actually Douglas and Tennessee there in the 4-post in game number 7. That's coming up next. We do have a late scratch here, though, for El Barba. Said that he came up, was not feeling well after a point in that doubles game. So will be another scratch in game number 7. I want to get that to you as we just found out about that. Post 7 in game 7. It will be Cool Fitness going into the front court for El Barba. Again, that is a late scratch of El Barba. So Cool Fitness will slide in there for El Barba. Again, that is a late scratch in our 7th game. That is the only game that will be affected by that scratch of El Barba. With that, game 6. We are ready to begin game number 6. Spectacular 7 scoring. Serving it right at post 1. Douglas receiving the ball at post 2. Arat. Here's the serve. We begin. Backhand 2 pass. Here's Douglas. Forehand to Bote. Powered back inside. Arat tipped it off the side wall. Point 1. Douglas on the board first. Play to post 3. Inaki. Hard backhand by Inaki. There's Douglas. Picks it off in the air. This one passing right to the corner. Inaki comes back for it. Delivers it just above the pad. Here's Douglas. Powerful Costado inside. Will score. Post point one. Green and post 4 to receive. Here's Go Cherry. High and hard backhand passing Douglas, middle of the court. Left side Robote, big bouncer to the inside. What a scoop there by Go Cherry along the side wall. Here's Douglas ranging back, lifts this one to pass again. Forehand Robote this time, powered right up the middle, clears the overhead screen. Douglas, Karam Robote opens up, Go Cherry gets there. Last second, he returns a Karam that Douglas stops on the outside. Powerful forehand return, Go Cherry, great defense. The 2-wall. Backhand caught the top of the pad. Any part is bad. Douglas with 3 points. There's black post 5, Julin. Forehand Robote, back inside. Douglas picks it up. There's a 2-wall. Snap to score. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Manu. Forehand Robote laid up by Douglas. Manu up there at the 8 line. Powers this one low and hard. Douglas tried to get up the wall to take it. Just coming out of the basket there. That is a point to Manu. 6 on the board. Here's post 7, Benny. Forehand Robote inside, picked off by Manu. Low runner, back inside, that gets by Benny. He's there for the Robote, but that caught the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. Second point to Manu in post 6. Nicholas, purple post 8, rounding out the first round of play. Forehand Robote, Manu puts it back inside. Nicholas keeps it on the left side, powers the backhand over. Here's a forehand Robote to the outside, just outside the court. Point 8. Do it for the first round of play, where all matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Returning first, post 2, Arats. Nicholas, powerful backhand. Arats tries to get out there for the Robote. Got a bit of a late start, just missed it. Point 8. That's 3 points now for Nicholas. Turning post 3, Inaki. Forehand Robote, Nicholas at the 7 line, puts it up the middle powerfully. Inaki set up on the left side, Rebote inside, scooped up by Nicholas, high on the left side. There's a backhand. Inaki committed to taking it in the air. That's a great catch. There's forehand, Rebote. Nicholas just missed it. That's a point to Inaki. He's on the board with 2 points. Post 4 returns. Go Cherry. Powerful backhand, Go Cherry. Puts that all the way out to the 5 line. Inaki got out there to turn that Rebote. Left side played by Go Cherry inside. Inaki cut it off. Tostado back up the middle. Go Cherry scooped it up. Back to the inside where that scores. Point 4. 4 with 2 points. Post 5 returns. Julin. There's a nice backhand by Go Cherry overhead. Here's a Rebote. Forehand, inside. Cherry backs up, scoops it up there at the 10 line. Powerful throw. Passing again, Julin on the move. Up at the 7 line. Save. Actually caught the rail. Just out of play. 4 points now for Go Cherry. Post 1, Douglas returns also with 4 points. Forehand Rebote inside, caught overhead. Go Cherry has it at the 10 line. Lifts this one to Pat. Left side Rebote to the inside, scooped up by Douglas just beyond the 10 line. Low runner, picked off there by Go Cherry, back along the inside. Here's Douglas again up at the 8 line. Softer return, doesn't want to feed that Rebote, played it at the 10 line, back inside. Douglas pulled it off the sidewall. Tostado just above the pad. Here's Go Cherry to the inside. That scores. 6 points for Go Cherry. That's a possible game point. And to stop him, post 7, Benny. Forehand Rebote, saved by Benny. He's able to pass, got that overhead. Left side return, Go Cherry, put it back up the middle. Benny keeps it on the forehand. Low hard play, back off the sidewall. Go Cherry scooped it up. Low runner inside, here's Benny. Left side Rebote, put it off the sidewall. 2-wall return, picked off in the air. Go Cherry, hard throw again. Benny backing up, not gonna get to that one. Point and game. Green of post 4, Go Cherry. No playoff here again. 1 places and 8 shows. 4-1-8, unofficial order of finish. Game 6. .418 is now official for our 6th game. Post 4, Go Cherry. I believe that is a milestone win. number 50. If he did not get it yesterday, those stats were updated through Monday, but either 50 or 51, so congratulations to him. Haven't officially noted that here on the broadcast, but a big win there in game number 6, 4-1-8. Post 1, that is Douglas taking second. Post 8, Nicholas coming in third. Quinella 1-4. 16-20, the trifecta, 4-1-8, 204-20. $2 on the 4 to win will get you back $680. Up next is game number 7. Back to a little doubles action before the 8th and final game of today's performance. Spectacular 7 scoring and post time for our 7th game. Just about 6 minutes away. Good luck. Do have a couple scratches here before we kick it off to video. See some asterisks up there on your board. Couple scratches. Post 3, Ikeda is scratched. Replace Ikeda in the backcourt with Benny. Game post 7, Cool Fitness will replace El Barba. That was a late scratch of El Barba. Just noted it before the start of game number 6. For those that missed it, El Barba will be out in this 7th game. Put Cool Fitness up there in the front court. That 7 team is now Cool Fitness and Spinner. And then a Printer's Error. Noted that at the beginning of the performance. The 4 team is listed as Cool Fitness and Manu is actually Douglas and Tennessee. I said like tentacles. Tennessee. Douglas and Tennessee. They're on the 4 team. Those are all the changes here for our 7th game. You see them up on the board right now. Post time. It's probably about 5 minutes now. Good luck.
Plays it up. Caught by Carballo. Soft touch by Carballo. Not soft enough. Ron right up the middle. Carballo's there. Carballo to the inside. Tough rebote saved by Ron. That was beautiful. Bote left side by Kubala. It's a 2-all. Does not open up. And he's got it outside at the 10 line. Hard throw. Kubala. Excellent positioning and an even better 2-all rebote. That scores. Diaz makes the catch. Gustavo 2-all. It's caught by CRB. 3-wall. Diaz gets there. Diaz makes the rebote.
My goodness.
What a couple throws. It scores. El Barba from the 9 line. Scoop by Tennessee. Tennessee blasts it to the inside. El Barba putting everything on that. That was beautiful. Hard by Julin, stopped by Tennessee deep in the backcourt. Julin from the right side to the inside. Rebote forehand saved by Carballo. Kept his eye on the ball. That scores on the second bounce. Backhand by Bueno. Wow. I don't know that he meant it to throw that perfect, but that was perfect. Rebote left side by Bueno. Catch by Bragley. Backhand. Bragley, 2-all save with a light touch. Lands in and scores. Well played, point 2. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Spinner at the 6th line. Turns the Rebote. Catch by Douglas. Split placement. Spinner read it, stopped it, returns it. Nice and hard. Douglas on the diving Rebote save. That was beautiful. Rebote save. El Barba's there. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming all the way out. Rebote, Dejada by Carballo scores. Well thrown. Diaz with another Rebote. Right up the middle. Caught by Benny. Catch by Douglas. Douglas rifles this ball.
My goodness.
That was amazing.
And folks, top 10 Rebotes from the 2021 season right here at Magic City Highlight. Takes us down to less than a minute until game number 7. Look out, we do have a couple of scratches here, and that printer's there. Benny, post 3 for Ikeda. That's Anderluck and Benny is the 3 team. Post 4 is now Douglas in Tennessee. And post 7, scratch El Barba and replace El Barba with Cool Fitness. With that, let's begin. We are ready to begin game number 7. Second of 2 doubles games in today's performance. Spectacular 7 scoring, serving. Right at post 1, here's a team of CRB and Ron. Receiving in the blue post 2, Bueno and Julian. There's a serve. We begin with an underserve. Point to the 2 team. 2 first up on the board here in our 7th game. That'll bring to the court white shirts post 3, Anderluck and Benny. Big backhand there by Benny. Bueno up at the 3 line, turns it towards the outside. Benny set up, back in the middle of the court, plays that Rebote right up the middle. Here's Julian on the forehand. Low and hard, crossing the sidewall. Benny backs up, keeps it on the right side. Hard play, crossing again at the feet of Julian, picks it up. High play, Benny backed up. He's got it on the forehand. Bueno lofts the backhand, caught overhead by Benny. There's backhand, it kicks off the sidewall. Bueno gonna reach in, cuts it off. Another strong backhand, right back to the right side of Benny. Comes over the top, looking for the big bounce. Julian controls it, up at the 8 line. High and hard play, right up the middle. Benny is there, catch it in the air. Hard throw, crossing the sidewall, now for Julian. 3-wall play, he turns the Rebote. Anderluck, good body control, powers the forehand, low and hard. Well, that one is scooped up off the sidewall. Beautiful by Julian. Benny pulled it deep in the backcourt. Hard backhand throw, Julian does the same. Great catching here by the backcourters. Benny now backed up beyond the 13, lifts this one. Hard catch overhead, Julian makes another one. Here's a Rebote coming out. Anderluck up there, just lofts it, back over the top. Bueno good control up at the 7 line, keeps this deep. Coming out again, Rebote, played by Anderluck, tries to get it to pass right to the left side of Julian. Benny backed up again at the 13 line, low runner. Bueno going to reach in, cut it off low. There's a powerful backhand again. Benny out of the way. And a luck. How about another rebote? Saves it back inside. Big bouncer controlled by Benny there, up back beyond the 13. Julin stays there at the 11, slows it down. Hard backhand throw, that's well overhead. Another rebote coming out for Anderluck. Push this to the outside. Julin got there in the air. Sidearm forehand return off the sidewall for Benny now. Benny well placed on the backhand. Julin got in there again, catching it right off the sidewall. Julin back over the top. Anderluck thought about it. Benny into the back corner. There's a carom from deep in the backcourt. Julin with a good read. Powerful forehand throw back over the top. Kicks over his cesta. Anderluck got there. Pushed it outside the court. Great effort by all four players. Another spectacular point going the way of the blue shirts. Bueno and Julin, they have 2 points. Here's post 4. Douglas and Tennessee. Rebote forehand, powered back up the middle. Tennessee out of the way. There's Douglas, left side rebote, back to the inside. Big bouncer. There's Julin up the wall, coming down with the ball. Here's Douglas again. Forehand played into the corner. That's going to pass, cutting back towards the inside. Bueno turns it. Douglas there again. Forehand rebote, powered back inside. Here's Julin. Sidearm play. Tennessee is backed up. He keeps it on the forehand. Good catch. Bueno up there at the 6 line, lifts this one. Able to get it to pass. There's Tennessee backed up. Good defense deep in the backcourt. Hard throw. Tennessee out of the way. There's Douglas. Returns a 2-wall. Bueno, good adjustment. Keeps it on the forehand. That kicked off the sidewall. Douglas stays with it. Julin overhead. Back along the inside. Tough play. There's a nice backhand return. Tennessee. That's well placed. Right on the wall. Julin thought about it, but there's Bueno on the back end. Turns the rebote. Tennessee again. Backhand, that's going to get away from him. That caught the overhead screen. 3 straight for the 2 team. Bueno and Julin. Here the black shirts post 5, Inaki and Ben. Rebote's coming out. Bueno makes another good save on a knee. There's Ben, backed up to the 12. He just powers that backhand, clearing the overhead screen. Coming out to about the 4 line. There's Bueno to turn it. Inaki in an instant. Caught it on the left side. Forehand rebote, hooked just above the pad. Here's Inaki. Quick return, Costado to the inside. Julin, that's going to open up. He is there. Good save on the back end. Inaki, it's kind of a split placement. Julin with a great read, opens up. There's a carom. That kicked off the sidewall and out of play. Point 5. 6 team in a receive. There's Flores and Aratz. Backhand there by Aratz. Ben going to let that one pass. Rebote coming out. Inaki puts it back over the top. Well placed. His left side rebote for Aratz. Here's Inaki. There's a 2-wall rather. Flores was there. Couldn't stop it on the outside. That's another point to the 5 team. 2 points. Post 7. Cool Fitness substituting for El Barba. Spinner in the backcourt. Inaki got back in, lost it as he went to make the throw. Point 7. Purple shirts post 8 in a receive, rounding out the first round of play. Team of Juice and Go Cherry. Cherry opens up with a strong backhand. Cool Fitness has to play the rebote. He does turn it and able to pass Go Cherry with it. Left side played again. Back towards the inside. Spinner picks it up. Sidearm forehand play. That's deep. Go Cherry back along the inside. He turns it back up the middle. There's Spinner. The half carom. Juice backing up. He controls it on the outside. Hard play. That kicks off the side wall. Spinner. Well, that ball was tipped by Cool Fitness up in the front court. Ball ruled to be tipped. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning post 1, CRB and Ron Ron. Go Cherry along the inside. He just powers this one. Back off the back wall. Forehand rebote turned by CRB. He's there along the inside. Quick adjustment. CRB just does get out of the way of that ball. Hard backhand again. Go Cherry keeps it on the left side. Powers this one towards the inside for Ron Ron again. Lifts this one. That one passing. Juice left side rebote. Put it a little too high into the overhead screen. Out of play. The one team with 2 points. Post 3 returns, Anderluck and Benny. Here's Anderluck up in the front court. Powers that off the side wall. Ron, great defense, picks it up. There's the backhand. Benny pulling it off the side wall just beyond the 12 line. Hard throw. Ron reaching into the corner. That's a spectacular play. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Benny. Anderluck rather has to play the rebote. That comes up short. Post 4 returns, Douglas and Tennessee. Over serve. Point 4. 14 on the board with 2 points. It's post 2 returning, Bono and Julian. Well, running backhand, picked off by Tennessee overhead. There's a backhand towards the inside. Here's Julian. Hard forehand play. Tennessee got it deep in the backcourt. Lifts another backhand. Comes back to Julian. Sidearm play to the inside. Tennessee all alone. Good catch high on the left side again. Backhand. Comes to Julian. Douglas powers a strong backhand. Here's a rebote. Rebound. Coming out to Bueno. There at the 4 line. He turns it again. Douglas, tough save. He gets it quickly. Back to the inside. Here's Julian on the forehand. Back over the top. Hard throw. Tennessee, the tip ball. Point 2. 5 points for the 2 team. They have a possible game point. The stop in post 6. 4 is in Arats. Julian, forehand up at the 9 line, powered back over the top. Arats got back there, he scooped it up. Hard throw again, here's Julian, keeps it on the forehand. Strong play inside. Arats there again, back beyond the 13 line. Hard throw. That one, passing Julian. Bueno's got to get in there. He does make the save. Arats moving up, has it on the left side. Another powerful backhand, that is coming out. Bueno, up at the 4 line, turns it back up the middle. Here's Arats, sidearm carom, that's going to open up. Bueno pulled the cest out at the last second. That's a good call by Julian. 3-wall play, Arats, he got there again, extends the point. Here's Julian now, back quarter, up in the front, powers that forehand, scooped up by Arats off the side wall. Forehand rebote caught the overhead screen. Point 6. Game will continue here. 6 team on the board with 2 points. Here's post 5, Inaki and Ben. Arat's out of the way. Here's a left side. Rebote laid up by Flores. Inaki thought about it. Ben on the hop. Brings it in on the outside. Good play. Arat's middle of the court. Hard throw. Goes for that high carambole. Inaki cut it off overhead and just blasts the backhand. Flores, left side Rebote. Drop back to the inside for Ben. Backing up into the corner. He comes out with it. Backhand push to the outside. Flores. High hard return, going to be a 3-wall play for Inaki. He's there, reading it beautifully. On the hop, there's Aratz, brings it in on the outside. The backhand 2-wall lands out. Point 5. Post 7 returns, Cool Fitness and Spinner. Forehand dropping between the players. Inaki calls for it. He's there for the Rebote. Spinner on the hop. He brings it in at the 9 line. Back over the top. Well placed for Ben. High on the left side. Makes a good catch. Low runner. Picked off there by Cool Fitness. Keeps this one to the inside for Ben again. Just beyond the 11 line. Lifts another backhand. So play back to Spinner deep in the backcourt. Comes over the top. Inaki cutting it off there at the 7 line. Low hard backhand for Spinner. Ben picks it up, blasts this one. Spinner there again, just beyond the 11 line. Softer play now, Ben. Back there again, caught in the air. Spinner scoops it up on the forehand. High and hard return, just over Inaki. He's going to play that. Rebote calls him off, dropping it back to the inside. Big bounce, controlled up by Spinner. Outside placement, good read by Inaki. Hard forehand throw. Spinner tries to play the Rebote on the back end. Just out of the basket it goes. Point to the 5 team. With 6 points, 5 team, Inaki and Ben, they have a possible game point. Here's post 8. Choosing Go Cherry in to stop them. Ben, good catch off the sidewall. There's a backhand. Go Cherry charging down the inside. Low and hard. There is not a lot on that. Inaki, that's a pretty spectacular save before the second bounce. Go Cherry, middle of the court. Powers this one off the sidewall. Inaki gets there to scoop it up. Lifts the backhand. That's out. Go Cherry stays up in the front court. Powers that Rebote. Wall to wall. Up to about the 4 line. There's Inaki. Turns it back over the top. Big bouncer. Go Cherry gets there. Pushes it to the outside. Ben got there, but put the offhand into the net. That's a great play to just get there, but that will extend the game here. Point to the 8 team. 3 points for the 8 team. Post 3 returns, Anderluck and Benny. Hard backhand by Benny. That is coming out. Juice, he's there. Hooks it to the outside. Anderluck. Soft forehand return. Go Cherry got there. Just couldn't bring it in on the outside. Well thrown. Point to the 3 team. Everybody on the board now here in this 7th game. 3 team with 2 points. Returning, here's post 1. CRB at Ron with 4 points. Overserve. Point 4. 1 team now, 6 points. They have a possible game point. Post 4, Douglas and Tennessee in to stop them. Here's a backhand, passing. Ron, he's out of the way early. CRB up there to turn the Rebote back over the top. Douglas. Backhand low and hard. Off the back wall. Here's CRB again. Left side Rebote. Right at the feet of Douglas. Good body control. Scooped it up. Hard return. Ron is there. That is on the wall. You can hear the contact. Tennessee made the catch. Hard backhand. Right back to Ron. Ball runner inside. Here's a Rabote. Oh, Ron got up there. Smashed the backhand off the back wall. Douglas again got up there. Ron forehand, scooped it up. Low hard forehand just above the pad. Tennessee got up there before the second bounce. Here's another one. Ron on the left side. Low running backhand taken by Tennessee in the air. Lifts this one to Ron, backed up to the 12 line. Hard throw again, right up the middle. Douglas early call. Powers at Rabote, back to the inside. Ron out of the way. CRB got assessed on it. That comes up short. Game will continue again here. 4 with 4 points, but returning with a possible game point. Post 2, Bono and Julian. Here's Tennessee. Lifts that backhand. Right back to Julian. 11 line over the top. Douglas got in there. There's the catch. Strong backhand follows. Julian, powerful forehand again. Kicking up for Tennessee. Stays with it deep in the backcourt. Julian keeps it on the left side now. High and hard return. Rabote coming out a long way. Douglas is there at the 6 line. Pushes it outside. Bueno, middle of the court. He turns the Rabote back inside. Tennessee all alone, ranging back. He's got it. Lifts another backhand. Here's Julian. Just beyond the 11 line. Back over the top. Right up the middle. There's Douglas. Caught it in the air. Hard backhand. Julian out of the way. Bueno could not turn that Rabote. Point to the 4 team. Four team now with 6 points. They have a possible game point. Here's post 6. 4's in a Rotson to stop them. Douglas just powers that one, wall to wall. Flores gets out there, drops it back over the top, and here's Douglas. Quick return to the outside. That is tipped, scoring for the win. Point and game. Green shirts a post 4. Douglas and Tennessee. Playoff 4. Place and show points. 5 will serve to 1. Inaki and Ben serving to CRB and Ron. Place and show. Overserve. 1 will place. 5 shows. Unofficial order of finish for our 7th game, 4-1-5. Official results in just a moment. The high 5, 5-6, 4-4-4, 4 or 5 numbers earns $332.80. Carryover jackpot is over the $2,000 minimum, so we return next Monday. We're looking at some bigger jackpots there, approaching $3,000, maybe even $4,000 in that high 5. Got up there a couple weeks ago, was hit for over 5 figures. The Kinell 1-4, 3160, trifecta 415. 353 even. How about the 4 to win? Turns 1940. Up next, the 8th and final game in today's Pelota performance. Actually, the final game of the day, as we are not playing Battle Court here on these Wednesdays. Game 8, spectacular 7 scoring. You do have 1 scratch. Post 1, Scratchy Cater, replace him with Julian. Post time for our 8th and final game. It's about 7 minutes. Good luck.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury.
And then I have another job.
I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like,
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
having to work, play Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary about the inaugural season of play right here at Magic City. That one is called Magic City Hustle, directed by Billy Corbin, creator of Cocaine Cowboys, Screwball to You, and much more. This film highlights the transition of these Magic City athletes from their respective careers in other sports right here to the Highlight Fronton. You can now watch Magic City Hustle directly from Google Play and iTunes. It's as simple as that. Either rent or buy from either platform. If you buy it for just a few dollars more, you get to enjoy it as many times as you like for life. Game number 8. That is the finale here in today's Pelota performance, coming up in just about 4 minutes. Pull up the chat here. Apologies when one of us is only have one of us here. I don't have that chat right up on the screen in front of me. Yeah, what a game there. Game number 7. I mean, a couple teams had an opportunity to win right there. And Douglas and Tennessee pick up their second win. It is many days. That team's starting to play together in some of those battle court days. Left a bit to be desired out there at times, but certainly picking it up as they're getting a couple more reps out there together on the court. Good to see that team figuring it out as they now have 2 wins, but still trailing a couple of those teams up there with 3. We talked about Cool Fitness and Manu, Juice and Go Cherry, and also that team of Inaki and Ben currently tied up there atop our doubles standings for our 4th tournament of the season. When we return on Friday, that will be the continuation of our Battle Court Fall 22 season. Let's pull up that schedule here. The Robote Renegades will take on the Wall Warriors. I know Ernesto is probably on the edge of his seat right now. Bradley is, I guess in football terms, he is as questionable as can be. He's about 50-50, may play, may not play, so we will find that out for you. Right now, he's currently scheduled to do so. Saw him back out there on the practice court, getting back into a rhythm. Has been practicing now for about a couple of weeks, or 1 or 2 weeks, and getting back to that form we saw him when he left. He was playing some great highlight. Up there, won that first doubles tournament with Ikeda in the backcourt, then went down with that knee injury in an H2H match, and haven't seen him in a couple months out here on this court. The Wall Warriors know they're happy to have him back. He was a solid 5th-ranked player last season, and they picked him up as a 6 because many didn't know his status coming in with that knee injury. So, seeing as if Bradley will play, this will be the rundown of the matches for this upcoming Friday, October 21st. We'll get started with Ron versus Julian, followed by CRB against Bradley. Go Cherry and Arats will take on Inaki and Kubala. CRB and Ben will face off against the team of Nicholas and Bradley. So again, that 4th team for the Warriors, Nicholas is supposed to play in the front court. That's going to be interesting to see when he does get up there. Probably Friday night will be the time that we see it. Then Correa against Bueno in singles, and we will close out the day. Spectacular doubles match, $1,000 on the line for charity. we have Gocherry and Aratz against Inaki and Nicholas. The only team that has beaten Gocherry and Aratz on this court is the team of Inaki and Nicholas. They are 2-0 against Gocherry and Aratz, and I believe the other teams are somewhere in the range of 15. Gocherry and Aratz are 15-0 against the other teams that they have played, not named Inaki and Nicholas. So we'll see again if they can finally avenge their only loss on this court. Do have another reminder of that scratch here. Post 1, Scratchy Cater. Replace him with Julian. Post time is right now. We are ready to begin game number 8, the finale of this Pelota performance. Spectacular 7 scoring. Starting right at post 1, here's Julian receiving in the blue at post 2. Benny. There's a serve. We begin. Benny just got up there. Here's Julian on the forehand to the outside. That is well placed and scoring. Julian is on the board first. That'll bring White shirt to post 3 out. That's Gocherry. Left side, catch by Julian. Goes deep with that backhand. Forehand Bote for Gocherry. Powered back. Wall to wall. That's a great throw. Julian, that kind of died. He got back there. Just does make the save. Cherry, powerful forehand throw. Here's the left side Bote for Julian. Tries to return a 2-all. That caught the top of the pad. Point 3. Post 4 to receive, Manu. High lofting backhand by Manu into the corner. Here's a forehand Rabote. That one just missed by Gocherry. Point to the 4. Post 5, Aratz in to receive. Aratz comes away with it. Backhand, picked off the sidewall. Here's Manu. Hard throw again, the Rabote. Aratz just does get out there. He makes a save. Forehand, Karam Rabote landing in and tipped by Aratz. And will score 4 now, 2 points. Post 6, Inaki in a receive. Here's a forehand Bote, back to the inside, able to pass with it. Left side play by Manu. Inaki got there in the air. 2-wall return, powered in to score. Here's post 7, Nicholas. Forehand Rebote. Inaki powers it back over the top. Tipped by Nicholas. Point 6. Here's post 8, rounding out the first round of play, Douglas. Over serve, point 8. Benny, powerful backhand, clears the overhead screen, coming out a long way. Forehand power to the outside. Benny, gonna get there? 2-ball return, that opens up. Douglas just does get there, avoids the screen, powers back over the top. Here's Benny now looking for one of his own. He got there. Rebote's save, comes up to about the 5 line. Here's Douglas. Tostado back inside, is scooped up by Benny. There's the backhand inside. Douglas got in there in the air. Hard backhand throw, passing. Benny looking for it, makes that save. Douglas, Tostado, 2-all, 2 wide. That is out of play, point 2. Benny with 2 points. Here's post 1, returning Julin. Forehand Rebote missed there by Benny. Point 2 to 1. Julin with 3 points. Post 3 returns go Cherry. That serve scores for Julin. Kind of died off the front wall. That gets him to 5 points and a possible game point. Need to stop him, post 5, Harats. Well, running backhand, Julin lets that one pass. Here's the left side of Rebote. Back to the inside. Arats got there, caught it in the air. Lifts the backhand overhead. Left side of Rebote. Julin got there, back inside for Arats. Here he is at the 9 line. Higher and harder. That one passing and clearing the overhead screen. Forehand Rebote played to the inside. Low and hard. Scooped up Arats there at the 11. Hard play back over the top. That one passing. Julin out there for the Rebote. He turns it. Arats on the inside, lifts this one again. Julin lets that one pass. Rebote's out. That save again on the left side. Arats on the hop, brings it in. Tostado, 2-wall. Julin avoids the net, and that ball is in play. Got the forehand off, hit the front wall. High, hard play to pass again. Cutting back towards the inside. Julin, great defense. He plays the Rebote. This time Arats, back to the inside. That one got him. Well played point. Arats gets it, extends the game here. 2 points now for Black of post 5. Post 4, Manu returns also 2 points. Forehand Rebote, that's a nice save by Arats. Manu up at the 7. Just gonna pass with his throw. Dies off the back wall, Arats there. Rebote back inside. Here's Manu up at the 7. Powerful throw, kicks off the side wall. There's Arats getting back in. Backhand follows. Manu. Well, running back in, picked off in the air. Here's Arats again. Higher and harder, able to pass this time with it. Here's the left side Rebote. That's well played on the wall. Arats back there again at the 8 line now. Lifts the backhand. This one. Tight to the side wall. There's the outside placement of the forehand of Rebote. Arats picks it up. High, hard return. Oh, that's going to land just in the back corner and score. High carambola gives the Rots 4 points. Here's post 7, Nicholas. Backhand, picked off overhead. There's a Rots, good catch. Higher and harder now, who just does clear. Left side Rabote, powered back up the middle. Here's a Rots, has it on the left side again. Quick release on the backhand, overhead. Rabote shooting off the back wall. Nicholas lays it up. Big bouncer, stopped by a Rots. Has it up at the 7 line. Costado the inside, scores. That's 6 points for Arats now and a possible game point. There's post 6, Inaki in to stop him. Backhand kicks off the side wall. Here's Inaki set up for it. Plays Rabote back inside. Arats on the hop, brings it in again. Hard backhand to the back wall. Here's Inaki. Nice control on that left side. Rabote with a big bounce is tipped. Still going here in our 8th game, point to the 6. Inaki now 4 points. Returning, here's Douglas, post 8. Low runner, there's Inaki overhead, has it in the air. Hard backhand, passing Douglas. Got to come back for that. Rabote powers it towards the inside. There's Inaki, good catch. Forehand Rabote, Inaki picks it off the side wall. Costado back to the inside. Douglas actually overran it, caught it on the forehand, back to the inside. That's scooped up beautifully by Inaki right along the side wall. Forehand Rabote, powered, one able to pass, catching a couple walls. Inaki digs it out. Left side, big bouncer. Up high by Douglas, lifts this one. Just over Inaki, doesn't feed that Rabote, has to come back, quick turn on it. Douglas. Costado inside, scoring. Point 8. 8 with 3 points. Returning post 2, Benny. Benny, that backhand on the wall. Douglas plays it on the backhand. There's a Rabote. Pass with a forehand save again. Back inside. Douglas pulls it off the side wall. Lifts another backhand. Benny now out there to the 7. Rabote hooked to the outside. Douglas, there's a 2-wall. That scores. 5 points for Douglas. It's him to a possible game point. Post 3, go Cherry in to stop him. Douglas save, back up the middle, go Cherry. In the air, switch to the left side. Douglas gonna make that catch, powers it back over the top. Go Cherry, left side, Rabote, he turns it back inside, where that will score. What a shot there, go Cherry extends the game, 3 points. But returning with a possible game point, post 1, Julin. Hard throw there by Julin, right at the feet. Go Cherry, set up for the left side. Rabote, that's well thrown inside. Julin, great control. There's a backhand passing just overhead. Plays to Robote, back up the middle. Here's Julian moving up aggressively. Powers it inside. Cherry scooped it up. Julian, a one-handed catch, ranging back overhead. He's got it. There's the backhand follow. Forehand. Robote save again. Here's Julian on the forehand. Back towards the inside. Cherry faked like he was going out. Caught it in the air. Low rudder picked off up there by Julian. Up at the 7 line now. Blasts another one. Here's the left side. Robote. Back towards the inside. Julian there again. Good pick up high on the left side. And that will score Chula, scoring for the win. Point and Gabe, red shirt of post 1, Julian. No playoff, 5 places, 8 shows. Unofficial order of finish, 158. Official results in just a moment. .158 is now official for 8th and final game, post 1. Julian, who's substituting for Ikeda, picks up the win, post 5. Heratz taking second, post 8. Douglas in third. Mikinella 1-5. 37-60, the trifecta. 158, $1,676.20. My, oh my. In the exacta, 137.60. But the one to win will turn 17.40. How about the late pick 3? We funded the show pool as well. Late pick 3, 441, 3 of 3 numbers, 764 even in the Mighty Ocho, 365, 64441. 4 of 8 returns 440. Again, this will conclude our week of Pelota action here at Magic City. Don't forget, we return on Friday. Continuing on with a little bit of our Battle Court Fall 22 season. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday nights, 5 p.m. on Mondays and Tuesdays. We are open to the public on Friday evening. Doors open at 6:30, 30 minutes in advance of that performance start time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Wednesday edition of Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight channel. We're glad that you chose to join us today. We invite you to join us again. We return on Friday. Continuing on with our Battle Court season, Fall 22 will be the Renegades against the Warriors. Have a good week, everybody. Take care.